Lord Vishnu says you take that mantra. Bij mantra means seed mantra. Just as you take a seed and you plant it and one day that will blossom and will grow and germinate and grow into a big plant. More job you do with these type of mantras, Bij mantra, it means more power, more return, more benefit to the person. What is the benefit, Narad? He says if a person should chant this mantra, it yields success for the person who says it. The person who attains the bij, the power, the shakti of this mantra, that person will have success in whichever field, in their personal life, professional life, spiritual life. They can attain whatever they go after. This person can gain unlimited fame, glory, especially if the person is an athlete. This is a prayer when people are preparing for sporting activity. This is a prayer they use for success. When you see people perform and they come home with accolades and medals, in India, this is one of the mantras that they use. Further, he says when a person is surrounded by poisonous people, when a person is being affected because of the negativity and the negative prayer of other people that are close to them. Let's say we work together in the office, in the family. To be honest, there are people, I want my child to do better than her child. And you have a problem like that. It is not causing any harm. Let me be very clear. But it is protecting yourself from the attack of other people, from the influence of negative. What does he say? Poison becomes nectar for such a person. That when people start to climb the ladder, as they gain in name and fame, as they gain position, as they get a job or a better salary or whatever is the case, oh, that poison is going to come. In whichever form it comes, Dhanvantri, the god of medicine, is always going to be there due to the chanting of this mantra. When we are celebrating 5 days for Diwali, the first day, Dhanvantri, the doctors in India and across the world, they worship and they say, God bless these hands. These are the miracle hands. Work through these hands to help and fix people. This God of medicine, he is able to help people who have poison even internally. My body is shutting down because of the septic situation. Something is rotting inside of me. God, Baba, what we could do? Remember the mantra. Om, Hring, Shring, Kling, Aim, Manas, Divyai, Swaha. So there is a way. Please be very mindful that there is a way to help people when they reach in that situation. If a person, Narad, based on the Sankranti day. What is Sankranti? In January month, on the 14th of January every year, we have something called Makar Sankranti. Sankranti means we are changing Patra house. Let me put it in English for everybody to understand. In the morning of the Sankranti day, let's say it is Taurus. Taurus is the, if I'm born in that time, I'm considered to be Taurus. And in the night time or in the evening time, it's some other planet, Virgo, Gemini, somebody. It is the day of transition from one Rasi house or Patra house or horoscope house, or however you want to call it, to the other house, the transition day. That day in our Patra, in our Hindu procedure has value. Listen to one. If a person gets up on the Sankranti day, waiting for the sun to just barely clip in the atmosphere, the sun is not totally up yet, and the person uses this Bij mantra, his or her body would be free from the sickness that they are facing. If the Sankranti day is not available, if the person takes the Panchmi day in the fortnight, what is the Panchmi day? That means the 5th day. So we are counting from whether you are talking about new moon or full moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After full moon or new moon, have bath with The water that is coming from the river and where the sea meet, where it is turning like this. If it is a cup of water, if the person in the hospital, or you at home go and bathe by the sea, where the river is meeting the sea, on the 5th day, use this jar. And that person who is sick is going to recover. But again, Beach Mantra says you have to do it. You have to open it. You have to get into the habit of saying it. There are some blessed people, oh my Lord, believe me tonight, they say the mantra once, and Baba, I didn't get fear. Baba, the hair started to grow back on the head yet. I said it once. May I fast yet, Baba, and avoid change. God bless them. And God bless them. Tonight, Narad Muni heard all that Lord Vishnu had said, and he says, wonderful Prabhu, but why am I worshipping Manas Devi? Who is this Manas Devi? Could you please tell me? Let's hear what he says. Oh, Narad, snakes were created upon the earth, and they started to populate so much that anywhere people were walking, it was riddled with snakes. Snake was coming into people's homes and biting them, killing them, robbing people of their young ones, robbing them of their livelihood when they would go digging for crops in the land. As they pull out the crop, there's a snake waiting for them in the hole in the land. People had to run from one area to another. And in this way they go and they pray, Prabhu, there must be a way. Guruji, there must be a way. God, there must be a way. As we kill one snake, it is as if 10 snakes is coming. This poison and poisonous life is causing detriment. There must be a way. They go to Brahma. Brahma says, my son, Kashyap Muni is the one who created the snake. They go and they ask him, what could I do, Father? Kashyap Muni says, they are my children, but what could I do? They are reproducing at a rapid rate. Do you want me to kill my children? Do you want me to cause harm to my children? You told me to make different types of life, and I did that. Please ask somebody else for help. All of them go. Brahma in front, Kashyap Muni is there. He's worried that if something is created or it is done to kill his children, what will happen? So he goes to hear who they go by. Mahadev Baba. O Ishwar, Nag sits around your neck. O Ishwar, you are the one who uses them as adornment. Today upon the earth, all forms of calamity are coming because of these snakes. Please give us a remedy. And he turns to that same Kashyap Muni. Let's hear what Lord Shiva tells him, what to do, how to fix it. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharana.
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharana. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharana. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharana. Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharana. Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharana.
Mantra Vidaye Kashyap Muni Sajan. Tapasvi Mansik Ye Tapava Bhavana Ye Manas Ye Ati Kumari Ye Nam Manas Devi.
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharana. 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 Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharana. Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharana.
He says, oh, Father of all these creatures, go and sit down and do mental prayer, mansic prayer, manas prayer, and ask that mother to bring balance in the creation. If one animal proliferates and gets too much, it will cause damage to the food chain. If there's too much of predator, the prey will be decimated and the entire food chain will go out of sync. one will be destroyed and only one will live, and then this one will have nothing to eat. So one day to come, it will die. We need a form of Devi to bring balance. Do that job. Do that mental job to Adi Shakti, and you ask her for help. And what none of you will solve, because if I get involved, I will destroy all of them. If I release this Trishul now, every one of that snake is going to be destroyed. Do not ask me to do that, oh Father. They are your children. Ask the mother for help. Ask Adi Shakti, and she will bring remedy to this solution by bringing balance, not destruction. Don't ask me for that help. Kashyap Muni goes and he sits down and he does that job that we just talked about, that 12-syllable mantra. And he prays to Adi Shakti. He begs, Mahadev, give me a daughter from your prayer. Give me a child that will bring balance to these creatures. And he does the job. And from his mind, let's hear what happens. Mahagyana dadau tasvi Bhadyam yasya manas devi Krishna mantra kalparurutam Dadakashye shari muriyatam Jaya Bole Baba Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam Jaya Bole Everybody Tab Sharanam Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. From the body of Ishwar and from the body of Parvati come two little dear light, and they come together, and from that light a little girl is formed. Because she's the result of the mental prayer, Manas or Mansik prayer, she is referred to as Manas Devi. She takes form and she tells the Father, let me pray and let me get the blessing of a form that will bring protection and balance, stabilization to what you want, oh Father. Let's hear what she does. Purascharana karma chapata ye vedo mukhi sarvayetam sampatye prapye mrityun mrityunjay mantra ye sirati jai bole baba tab sharanam 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 jai samba sada shiva tab sharanam jai samba sada shiva tab sharanam. The Devi, the little girl, she sat down and she says, Father, allow me to worship Krishna using the 8-syllable mantra from Samved. She starts to chant the Vedas, and what she does, Om, Shring, Hring, Kling, Krishnaya, Namah. That 8-syllable mantra is a kavach. It is a guard. When you go by your Pundit and you say, Pundit, Baba, give me something to protect me. There's too much of poison around me. Christian worship. Mirabai says when the mother-in-law gave her scorpion poison to eat with the food, and she says, Christian, you eat first, I'll eat after. And she calls on Christian. That same poison that was given to her turns to honey, and she drinks it. For this reason, when you put your Pundit to eat at your home, you will see him bless the food. How does the Hindu bless food? The first way, we put the tulsi leaf in the pot and we offer it to the fire. Bhog lagawe. Bhog means food. Lagawe means to give that fire that food. You bless that food first, and then you say, Babaji, Guruji, Panditji, you bless the food. Not by jutta, but by calling the name of Krishna. May you sanctify it first, and then let everybody else eat. She does the same. She says, oh Krishna, come and save, act as a protector, act as a kavach to protect your children. And she sits there in Pushkar. She worships Krishna for a very, very, very long time. 3 yug pass, and then Krishna appears before this Devi. Let's hear what he blesses her with. Drishtiyena Krishnatam Phalla Phalla Ye Kriparu Kriparajan Pujan Ye Katam Chakra Vidhana Ye Hari. Everybody!
Baba Tav Sharanam, Jaya Bole Baba Tav Sharanam, Jaya Bole Baba Tav Sharanam, Jaya Bole Baba Tav Sharanam, Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tav Sharanam, Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tav Sharanam.
Krishna appeared, but he doesn't take the form that we see sometimes with the battery or with the Sudarshan Chakra. In this form, he has two sticks in his hand and he's dancing in front of her. So happy, he's dancing for her because of her prayer, the purity of her prayer. And he says, Devi, he puts down the sticks. And Lord Vishnu says, Krishna Bhagwan artis this little girl. And he says, whosoever worships you, O Manas Devi, you are going to get the blessing. You are going to get the darshan of the removal of the fear of snake, the control of snake, control over poison. You will be renowned, O Devi. Your worship will be that which everybody will do for the blessing and the benefit and the protection from what others are running from. Praying, you will be the person as if you are the mother of the snakes. When you talk, they will move away. When your mantra is jabbed, their effects will be shantied. They will be as if they are under your control. Krishna stands and he says, listen, Devi, listen. Jagata Kripadina Karayate Sakala Uchis Ye Atam Sachaye Manas Sadadevi Swarupa Pati Vatayate.
Jaya Bole Baba Tav Sharanam, 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 Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tav Sharanam, Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tav Sharanam, Jaya Samba Sada
Shiva Tava Sharanam. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Everybody. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Prem se bolo Mahapati Mahadev ki